Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to everybody. Today we will have a press conference. We will conduct it in two languages. Started with English language in order to make whatever that we want to protest reach to Filipino government. So we will conduct our first session in English, then we will continue in Malay language in order to reach Malaysia government. So both English and Malay language, everybody can appreciate better. Okay, this memorandum of protest is a response an issue which happened in Kota Kinabalu deportation center last 4 days. In response to a riot which happened in deportation center in Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. The protest is an issue which related to travel document of Filipino detainee at Sabah Immigration Depot. MHO feel called upon to voice its view and call to the Philippine Embassy in addressing the issue of the slow travel document production process to its citizens who were detained in Kota Kinabalu Immigration Deportation Center in Sabah. What happened recently, news that have been reported show that all detainees had experienced highly emotionally distressed because it had been detained at the depot for too long. We have been informed some have been arrested over a period of 1 year and some even more, 2 years and 3 years. And this situation is highly unreasonable. According to news sources, they had to wait for quite some time, a very long period, because of travel document production process which was too long by the Philippine Embassy. So it delayed the process of deportation. Even Immigration Department of Sabah want to deport them, but Immigration of Sabah cannot deport them without travel document. So the issue right now, why Philippine Embassy delayed the process of issuing travel document, whereby this is very serious. Because of the delay, most of the detainee will stay detained in deportation center in very long period. MHO is on the view that incidents should not be happen and contradictory of the human right and humanitarian value of detaining someone in immigration depot for too long, whereas they are just waiting for a travel document, only very simple thing, which is only issue of travel document. Due to this travel document, the issue of human right, humanitarian issue raise up. So the Philippine Embassy should be more practical with the in mind cost that had to be borne by Malaysian government in bearing all detainees in the depot are simply waiting for document obtained from the embassy. MHO understood the travel document production process only processed after the detainee was interviewed by embassy official to the depot before sent to Manila for further processing. We also been informed that within this year, only once embassy representative come to Sabah Immigration Depot to make interview the travel document application, which we deem necessary done more often. You imagine, within this year, only one time, Embassy of Philippines go to deportation center to interview the detainee, which is for me not logic. Why this happen? Do they have shortage of staff? Why this happen? Okay. It should be understood that all detainees was sent to deport after serving their sentence, respective offence in prison, after paying fine in court, but had to wait for the deportation order only after obtaining document from the embassy. Let's see they conduct any offence. There be trial and the judgment, they pay compound. They still need to send to deportation center. And they need to wait more than 1 year just to get travel document before they've been issued, they've been sent back to their country of origin, which is Philippines. This is considered double sentence. sentence in prison, and another sentence is deportation center. The issue that we want to raise up, detention center is a place to punish people, whereby we know that deportation center is the only temporary center to be deported. But some case, I have a client, I have a victim, they've been served into prison for 2-3 months, but they be detained in deportation center more than 2 years. What logical? There's no logic. And we also have been informed that some of detainees even there's a death case in the deportation center. This is human rights issue and humanitarian issue whereby we want to address, very firm address to Embassy of Philippines. In addition, according to source reported obtained, the estimated cost rate of the detainee meal of the deport a day for a detainee is around 10 ringgit per person. For now, Sabah have 4 immigration deport. At one time can accommodate 6,000 people. Imagine the financial burden that has been borne a day around 60,000 ringgit by Malaysian government. This is a Malaysian taxpayer money that we need to pay 60,000 ringgit per day just to serve meal to detainee, which is very irrelevant and illogic. Therefore, MHOC, a simpler and more organized mechanism need to be implemented to facilitate the deportation of detainee back to the country of origin at immediate rate without letting them be held too long at the immigration depot. MHO also proposed to Ministry of Home Affairs and the Philippine Embassy and Sabah state government sit together in addressing this issue in integrated manner and efficient to prevent riot from happening again as a result of emotional distress suffered because of staying too long in the deportation center. MHO also want to address the authority to take serious care of humanitarian issue related to detainees so that they can follow the standard international as best as possible. MHO does not want to see Malaysian Immigration Detention Center got a bad image again in the future, even though the riot happened due to the pressure, the feeling of waiting only for the relevant document to return the country of origin. Okay, this is the first session in English and we will conduct a simpler version in Malay language. There.